good evening to our honored guests, esteemed speakers from across the industry, our valued patrons and sponsors, and every member of the TEF family. A very warm welcome to all attendees. We are honored to host our final technical seminar of the year and special guest speaker session, a program meticulously crafted and presented by TEF 2025. This event brings together an exceptional assembly of specialists, discerning minds, and enthusiastic learners from various fields. Your participation reflects a strong commitment to exploring technological advancement and contributing the ever-evolving landscape of innovation. We look forward to a highly engaging and productive session. To start this event, I request you all the rise of the invocation of Tamil Thai Valtu, a lyrical tribute to our motherland.
Thank you all and please be seated. We have prepared an existing schedule of informative session for you today. This includes a special presentation from distinguished guest speaker who has been the former consultant and Ministry of Commerce Industry, Railways and Textile Power Government of India. We are starting with the presentation on Engineering Award Technology and High Performance PDF Liner by Mr. Mohammad Abdunas and Mr. Saif Obede, Area Sales Manager with Crane Chem Pharma Energy. In this session, they will share their expertise on advanced value solutions and innovative PDF liner technologies, highlighting the applications, performance benefits, and best practice from enhancing reliability and efficiency in process system. Attendees can look forward to getting valuable insight into the cutting-edge wall and liner technology of industrial applications. And we will end our day with, later on our second topic will be crab sampling and plant safety by Mr. Varghese Uttapur, Regional Sales Manager, Crane Instrument and Sampling UAE. In this session, Mr. Uttapur will share his extensive experience in process instrumentation and sampling techniques, highlighting the best practice to ensure accurate crab sampling while maintaining the highest standard in plant safety. Attendees can look forward to practical insight and guidance on minimizing the operational risk and enhancing safety in industrial sampling process. And we will end our day with our final session, a special guest speaker session on opportunity and facility provided by the central government for promoting startups and MSMEs in India by Mr. Sakti Singh, former consultant of Ministry of Commerce and Industries, Railways, Textiles and Power, Government of India. In this session, Mr. Singh will share his extensive knowledge of government initiatives, policies and support mechanisms, almost fostering entrepreneurship and growth of micro, small and medium enterprises. Attendees can gain valuable insight into available resources, funding opportunities and practical guidance to leverage government programs for business growth in India. On behalf of Tamil Nadu Engineering Forum, I extend a warm welcome to all our distinguished speakers.
TEF 2025 would like to extend its heartfelt thanks to all its members for actively participating in the technical seminars held throughout the year, including our flagship events, the 16th Technological Innovation Conference and Exposition TIES, and the 9th Engineering Excellence Awards EAE. Your engagement, enthusiasm, and valuable contributions have been instrumental in making these events a resounding success. We deeply appreciate your continuous support and look forward to your active participation in the upcoming initiatives. At this juncture, on behalf of TEF 2025, we would like to thank our sponsors whose continuous support the successful journey of TEF. We thank our event sponsors, Mahatma Trading Company. Also, we thank our presenting sponsors, KMC and Moori. We thank our platinum sponsors, Satco, Turf, TransW, Aldora, and Al-Arfan Engineering. We also thank our gold sponsors, Acme, Petroleum Services Company, AGTC, Gurgaon Bank, Almulai Chain, Eagle Burma. Finally, we thank our silver sponsors, IDA, GTC, Gulfspeed, Voltec, and Saranabam. We are also blessed to announce that Sifa Al Jazeera Fahim is joining us, our official health partner of TEF 2025 events.
Dear friend and guest, I am pleased to announce that TEF stands as the ISO 9001 and 2015 certified non-profit engineering organization in our region, registered in with the Embassy of India to Kuwait. TEF consistency executes all its program with the utmost professionalism, prioritizing on the safety both its members and partners. In this regard, I request Engineer Suresh Anand to share the safety moment of the day.
Good evening, everyone. Before we begin our technical sessions, let me take a couple of minutes for the safety moment of the day. It's something we follow at all our gatherings, not just as a formality, but as a habit that keeps us all protected. First, a quick reminder about venue safety. Please take a second to identify the nearest emergency exits. We have got one behind the stage and two near the lobby. In case of an alarm or any unexpected situation, please remain calm and follow the advice from the committee. And move to the designated assembly points outside the building. Now for today's topic, I want to focus on something extremely common yet often overlooked: lithium-ion battery safety. These batteries power almost everything we use: mobile phones, laptops, earbuds, smartwatches, power banks, and even e-scooters. Because we use them every day, we tend to forget that they can pose risks if not handled properly. Let's talk about how and why battery incidents happen. Most failures occur due to using uncertified or low-quality chargers, charging devices on soft surfaces like beds and sofas where heat gets trapped, leaving devices plugged overnight, exposing them to high temperatures like inside a parked car, or continuing to use them that has been dropped or damaged. Cheap replacement batteries are another major cause of overheating and fire. There are also warning signs that you should never ignore. A battery that is bulging or swollen, a device that becomes excessively hot even during light use, sudden drops in battery percentage, or unusual smells, smoke, or hissing sound. These are early indications of a potential thermal runaway, something that can escalate very quickly. Here are a few simple safety practices that every one of us should follow. Always use certified or original chargers and cables. Charge your devices on hard surfaces with good ventilation, never under pillows or cushions. Avoid leaving devices to charge unattended for long hours. Keep them away from sunlight or inside the cars. And if you notice battery swelling, stop using the device immediately and get it replaced by an authorized center. In case the device overheats, unplug it right away, switch it off, and place it in an open, safe area. And remember, never use water on a lithium fire. The correct method is a dry powder or a Class B extinguisher. If smoke increases, evacuate and call emergency service. With that, now I'll play a short video that visually explains how lithium battery failure occurs and how to handle them.
The power and danger of lithium-ion batteries. It's a battle of power. Your phone, laptop, even your headphones, they all rely on one powerful invention, the lithium-ion battery. But this energy marvel has a fiery flaw. Back in the 1970s, scientists were trying to make batteries smaller, lighter, and longer lasting. One guy, Stanley Whittingham, had a brilliant idea for a new rechargeable battery. This idea ended up becoming a version of the lithium-ion batteries we use today. Fast forward to the early 1990s, and the first lithium-ion battery was launched. Boom! Technology is changed forever. Suddenly, cameras, laptops, and phones got way more powerful and way more portable. This is today's lithium-ion battery. But what's happening inside this tiny powerhouse? Inside, tiny lithium ions move back and forth, storing and releasing energy to power your devices. But there's a catch. If the battery gets too hot or too cold, gets damaged, or is poorly made, that's when things can go bad. The inside short circuit. The battery heats up like crazy, and suddenly you've got what's called thermal runaway. Translation? The battery basically freaks out and sometimes catches fire. It's like when a pot of water starts to boil and you can't turn the heat down. The energy keeps building up and the pot, or the battery, just can't handle it anymore. It starts to spill over, or in the case of the battery, it starts to overheat uncontrollably, which can end in a fire or explosion. The good news? Keeping your devices with these batteries safe is easy. Here's how. Charge on a hard, flat surface, not your bed or couch. Always use the charger that came with your device, or one from the same company. Stay away from off-brand chargers. Too hot or too cold equals bad for batteries. Keep devices out of heat and cold. When it's fully charged, unplug. Lithium-ion batteries are awesome. They help power our favorite things. But with great power comes great responsibility. So let's be battery smart, let's be fire safe, and let's charge into fire safety together.
Thank you all for your attention. Let's all continue to keep safety at the front of everything we do. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Suresh. As dedicated member of TIFF community, our unwavering commitment to value addition remains at the core of our mission. In every program, we strive to enrich our members by sharing insight from River to Tirukkural, a timeless treasure cherished by Tamilans worldwide. I extend a warm invitation to Engineer Jem Prasanna to impact the Kural of the day and its meaning.
Good evening, Vanakkam. Today's quote from the revered book Tirukkural is from quote 516. குறளின் 516 பொருட்பால் அதிகாரத்திலிருந்து. செய்வானை நாடி வினை நாடி காலத்தோடு எய்த உணர்ந்து செயல். முதலில் ஒரு செயலை செய்ய வேண்டியவனின் தகுதிகளை எண்ணி அவன் செய்ய வேண்டிய செயலின் தகுதியையும் எண்ணி பிறகு அவனையும் அச்செயலையும் செய்யப்படும் காலத்தோடு பொருத்தி எண்ணி செயல் செய்க. The meaning is to carefully weigh the agent, the task, at the time before delegating a job, advising that effective execution depends on the competence of the person, the complexity of the task, and the right timing. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Jem Prasanna. As is rightly said, as per the Tirukkural, the committee is running with GS and the President.
We also thank our presenting sponsors, Golden Palm, KMC and Moody. Now it's time for the formal welcome address. I request Engineer Vadivelan to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, respected members of the Tamil Nadu Engineers Forum, distinguished guests, sponsors and well-wishers. On behalf of TIFF 2025 committee, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome each one of you to the final technical seminar on output this year. As we gather here today, we stand at the close of another impactful year, one marked by learning, collaboration, innovation, and the collective efforts of our vibrant engineering community. Your consistent participation, encouragement, and support are what continue to drive TIFF forward. We are honored to welcome our distinguished guest speakers who have graciously joined us to share their expertise and insights. The first technical session explores engineered valve technologies and high-performance PTFE liners. We extend a warm welcome to Mr. Mohammad Abul Nas and Mr. Saif Obaider, Area Sales Manager with Crane Chem Pharma and Energy, who bring a deep technical and industry knowledge to the important subject. We thank you both for taking the time to share your expertise with our members. Our second technical seminar focuses on a critical operational topic, grab sampling and plant safety. We are delighted to welcome Mr. Varghese Uttur, Regional Sales Manager, Crane Instrumentation and Sampling, UAE, a seasoned professional with vast experience in sampling systems and safety practices. Sir, we are grateful to have you with us this evening. We are also privileged to host a special guest speaker, a distinguished expert and former government consultant who has contributed significantly across key sectors in India. We warmly welcome Mr. Shakti Singh, who will be speaking on opportunities and facilities provided by the central government for promoting startups and MSMEs in India. His insights will certainly be valuable for all aspiring innovators and entrepreneurs within the TEF community. Following the technical sessions, we will proceed with one of the key annual events of TEF, the annual general body meeting, which includes discussions and approval of proposed amendment to our bylaws. We request all members to stay back and participate as your presence and inputs are essentials for shaping this vision and functioning of TEF in the upcoming years. Once again, thank you all for joining us this evening. Let us look forward to an enriching and engaging session ahead. With your support, TEF continues to grow stronger as a community committed to professional excellence, knowledge sharing and service. Welcome and have a wonderful evening.
Dear all, now we will move to our first session, which will be presented by Mr. Mohammed Abulnas and Mr. Saif Abedar, area sales managers with Grain, Chem, Pharma and Energy. Now I invite Engineer Suresh Anand to introduce these speakers.
Good evening, gentlemen. Today we are privileged to have with us two distinguished professionals from Crane, Chem, Pharma and Energy who will be delivering a joint presentation. Both of them bring strong engineering backgrounds and valuable regional experience in advanced flow control solutions. Let me take a moment to introduce them individually. First, Mr. Mohammed Abulnas, a seasoned mechanical engineer and an accomplished sales leader with over 16 years of experience in automation and fluid control across the Middle East. For the past 3.5 years, he has served as the area sales manager overseeing the UAE, Egypt, Pakistan and Libya markets. Mr. Mohammed specializes in isolation valves, non-return valves, plastic line valves, pipes and fittings, and is widely recognized for driving strategic growth, winning major projects and building high-performance distribution networks across the region. Joining him is Mr. Saif Abedar, who is also a mechanical engineer and currently the area sales manager for Qatar, Oman and Kuwait. Though 7 months into his role, Mr. Saif brings strong technical depth and a customer-centric approach, supporting Crane's portfolio of isolation valves, NRVs, including non-slam, axial and dual blade types. He continues to strengthen Crane's footprint across the GCC markets through proactive engagement and solution-driven sales initiatives. Together, they bring a wealth of knowledge and regional expertise. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Mohammed and Saif, who will be presenting on the topic, Engineering Valve Technologies and High-Performance PTFE Lines. Gentlemen, the stage is yours.
Good evening all. First, I would like to thank you all for having us tonight. It's always good to meet people face to face. This is our approach, always has been in Ukraine, to stay close to our valued clients, to offer the best support we can do to make the life easier at your facilities and the operation smoother as well. My name is Saif Obeidat. I'm an area sales manager covering Qatar, Kuwait and Oman. I joined Crane 8 months ago. Okay, I'm responsible for the valves business, mainly in these 3 countries. I have visited Kuwait for 3 times. This is the 3rd time. It's a very lovely country, very lovely people. I met a couple of clients. Again, thank you all for having us tonight, and hopefully we can deliver the best support that you are looking for and to answer all your questions. And I left a bunch of business cards on this table for me. If you are welcome to approach me anytime, by email, by WhatsApp, by calls, anytime, any day, for any support you require after this presentation. Okay, thank you very much. So, we will start talking about Crane Chem Pharma and Energy in the Middle East and Africa. We always like to start with Crane Resolution, because this is the foundation of our business that has been conducting for almost 170 years. We celebrated 170 years from the establishment of the Crane company. So, this is the resolution by Richard Crane. I am resolved to conduct my business in the strictest honesty and fairness, to avoid all deception and trickery, to deal fairly with both customers and competitors, to be liberal and just towards employees, and to put my whole mind upon the business. So, at Crane, we are manufacturing engineered valves. We are making engineered solutions, okay, for our end users and in each market. Okay, so we are not just manufacturing commodities or standard products. We are engineered-oriented company manufacturing engineered products for engineered solutions. A Crane company, it's divided into 2 main segments. We are representing this segment here, which is the CPFT, which is Process Flow Technologies segment, and the other segment is the Aerospace and Electronics, focusing on the aerospace business like airplanes, etc., especially for electronics, chips, etc. The total revenue of Crane last year, it was 2.13 billion. 56% of this revenue is from the Process Flow Technologies, where we have our valves, instruments, resampling business, which is almost 1.2 billion of this portion. When it comes to Crane, we have a huge family of brands under Crane name. Okay, so we will talk here about the chemical process and pharma, energy, and we have another segment for the building services, utilities. It's more like residential, commercial. Okay, so we are targeting the industrial sector, the petrochemical, chemicals, oil and gas, covered by the chemical process, pharma and energy. We have some well-known brands, maybe you came across or you know the name, like Zomox for the steel plug valves, Sanders for the diaphragm valves, Revo for the actuators, Resistoflex, it's our lined pipes and fittings, and Dopac for the sampling. We have Stockholm, which is a very high level engineered metal-seated wall valves for severe service, for very critical applications. Okay, we have the double plate check valves, we have the nozzle check valves or axial check valves. We have the center-lined butterfly valves, and we have flow seal for the high-performance butterfly valves. And we have Kronbach for triple offset butterfly valves. So, as much as I said, we have a very big family of products installed worldwide. So on Crane Chem Pharma and Energy, I will just summarize the valves that we are producing. We have check valves which is the swing check valves, double plate check valves, and axial check valves. And when it comes to the axial check valves, we are pioneers in this market and for this product. The sleeve plug valves, line valves, process ball valves, high performance butterfly valves, below sealed globe valves, and we have the industrial pumps, the diaphragm pumps, and aseptic type as well. We have multi-quarter turn valves and instrumentation and sampling, sight glasses, line pipes, fittings, hoses, actuation and controls, and air-operated diaphragm and plastic pumps. So, for our facilities worldwide, I think we have almost 100 facilities divided between manufacturing facilities, R&D hubs, and service centers. So you can find us in USA, Europe, China, and the latest added here is the Dammam facility. We have now a fully operated factory in Saudi, in the Dammam area, started 2021, manufacturing the lined pipes, fittings, and lined products, line valves. And we started to receive orders from the region, very close to the region. Logistic-wise, it was an added value, and especially in Saudi, we are doing a great job there. Now I will talk about the crane in the Middle East. So the first contact was 1931. So the crane came to Saudi to help to look for water, underground water, but they found oil. Then we started our first sales office in Dubai. It was only 80 meters square, 4 employees. Then 2009 we started the free zone. We were 5 full-time employees. 2010 Saudi branch started in Al Khobar. We were 5 full-time employees. 2012 we started a distribution center in Dubai. Okay, 5,000 meters square, 11 full-time employees. 2013 we started the new headquarters. Okay, and you can see the improvement in the number of people, the spaces, etc. So we can cover all the region, offer the required support. And 2021, we started the operation at Saudi facility, which was a very great added value to the region, especially in the Middle East. So, this is our facilities in the Middle East. We have the regional headquarters in Jebel Ali Free Zone. We have a Crane Saudi office in Al Khobar, and we have our distribution center in Dubai, and we have the new manufacturing facility at Dammam. And you are welcome to visit our facility in Saudi. It's very close. Okay, we will offer the support you need. If you need any training, anything, we can offer it to you. Just let us know. So what is the added value of having a factory in the Middle East? Okay, the first time is the local and market sales and services. The second one is the global project management, okay, especially for the projects conducted in the Middle East, so we can offer better support and being very close to the end users or the clients. We have more fast response and overall logistics. It's more compact and fast. The genuine quality parts and export license, the documentations, you can get it from crane factory in Saudi like you are getting it from any headquarters worldwide. So what are the products that we are manufacturing in Saudi facility? Okay, we are manufacturing mainly the lined pipes, plastic lined pipes and fittings, okay, up to 12 inches. Okay, and we can do customized spools. We have all the flexibility when we manufacture the pipes, fittings, and it's all done in-house. And one added value here, it's the liner, which is the PTFE, it's ours. We get it from USA, so we know and we make sure that the product that we are manufacturing, it's our product, the raw material, it's coming from us. So, you might hear about Resistoflex for the line pipes and fittings. This type of pipes and fittings is an added value when it comes for end users who has, let's say, a very expensive pipes material like monil or high-grade alloys. It's very expensive and you are pumping a corrosive liquid. It will cost you the pipes to be changed frequently. Okay, so we have another solution, it's a very cost-effective solution and longer lifetime. We are replacing this very expensive pipe, okay, with a carbon steel pipe or stainless steel pipes, depend on the preference of the end user. With the liner, this liner has a strong resistance to the corrosive, okay, or acidic liquids. Okay, so this is a very cost-effective, long-life solution for the end user, especially with harsh flow media, acidic, corrosive flow media. We are manufacturing from 1 inch to 12 inch, all types of fittings, elbows, T's, etc. Any curve you want, you just share your isometric with us, we'll do it. Class 150. For the lined products, we have the sleeve plug valves. Okay, we are manufacturing class 150 and we are manufacturing class 300, which is, I think, only Crane can do that for the lined sleeve plug valves. We have the line ball valves from ½ inch to 6 inches. Okay, we have the butterfly valves and we have Zomox line plug valves. And I can assure you, I recently joined the Crane, but I visited a couple of clients, fertilizers, chemicals, petrochemicals. This is 3 times the lifetime of others. So I'll talk about some of the success stories and key projects we have conducted, especially after starting the Saudi branch and factory. We have Sadara. We have up to now $40 million installed base from line pipes, line valves, sleeve plug valves, and FK Tri-X. I will explain about this product. We have in SABIC also 40 million, and we are receiving more expansion orders as well. Multiple types of valves. Aramco, we have 12 million install base, and we received a very big order also because they are very satisfied with the products, the service, the support, and overall. Ma'adin, we have 10 million install base of sleeve plug valves, diaphragm valves, line pipes, line valves. And we have Yanbu Independent Water Power Plant. We have 8 million install base of butterfly valves, triple offset, high performance type. And we have Korea Power Plant as well. We have 5 million install base. This is large bore butterfly valves for seawater intake application. Sipchem, petrochemical company, we have 2.5 million install base and we are expanding with them, mainly line pipes, plug valves and line valves. This is Jordan Bromine Company, one of the harshest environments I have ever visited, and they only specify crane, only crane, for the pipes and line valves. So this is not all our clients. We have a huge list of clients and users, but I mentioned here some of them. We have KNPC, we have KOC here, MEW, for sure. Okay, so we are working with these people. We have install base, and thankfully we have satisfied the clients, offering the great support they need. And this is again a Crane family. Okay. Thank you very much. This is general introduction about Crane and the latest updates. I will go in details for the MPD, which is the new product development, the engineered valves that I'm going to speak about just a while. Thank you very much. So, next slide. Sorry. Okay, thanks. So in Ukraine, we have something called NPD. You will always hear that. NPD. NPD, it's for new product development. We have always running R&D, research and development departments, looking for for more innovations, for more, let's say, compact products, okay, that will service the applications in a better way, okay, in terms of performance, in terms of long life, and of course as an overall cost to the client. So in the new product development, we came with two new technologies, two new valves. The first one, we call it the FK-TriX. The second one is L-Torque. I will come to it later. I will start with the FK-TriX. So what is FK-TriX? FK-TriX is a hybrid valve. It's, if you bring a triple offset butterfly valve and metal seated ball valve and you put them in the mixer, you will get FK-TriX. So you are getting benefits of both. So with FK-TriX, with FK-TriX, you are getting a full bore valve, which means higher CV. It's a bidirectional valve, it's metal-seated valve, and the most important feature in this valve, it's cavity-free. You know the conventional isolation valves like gate valves, butterfly valves, they start to have some contamination or they are not cavity-free. So if you are pumping a fluid with solids, sticky solids, or there's like crystallization, etc., it will start to accumulate, especially if you are closing the valve, okay? Then when you want to start opening the valve, it might jam, or it will consume more load to the actuator, okay? So it will not be good. The most important thing is there is frequency of opening the valve and cleaning the valve, and etc. So you have more downtime. Okay, you are doing overhauling, you are consuming your people on site, going to do the service and the cleaning for this valve. So for this valve, it's self-cleaning valve, cavity-free. So you don't have to worry about that. So you just install it and forget it. No more overhauling, no more cleaning. And it's a full bore. When we say full bore, it means higher CV, the coefficient of flow. That means if you have an 8-inch butterfly valve installed on a pipeline, there is an obstructed flow because the butterfly valve, it's obstructing the flow. In our valve, the FK-TriX, there is no parts obstructing the flow. That means higher CV. You are bringing a cost-effective solution. How? For example, if you have 8 inches pipeline size and you have 8 inches butterfly valve, the higher CV of the FK-TriX you can install maybe 6 inches valve because you have a full bore. So you're saving money. Yeah. So when it comes to comparing the FK-TriX to the other isolation valves, for the gate valves, okay, it doesn't give you a zero leakage. It doesn't give you zero leakage here. It's a class 4 seat leakage. Okay, and you have also fugitive emissions as well to the media build-up and costly multi-turn actuation as well. For the butterfly valves, you have reduced CV because of there's obstructing of the flow running through the valve. Okay, for the ball valves also, we are facing some issues. Okay, some clients are facing issues. Okay, because you need multiple repair, the rising steam issue, the packing, etc. So this is comparison between the conventional gate valve and our FK-TriX. The FK-TriX is zero leakage, okay? It's a bubble tight shut-off valve, okay? It's a cavity-free, okay? And it's a quarter-turn actuation, make it to reduce the total package cost in terms of actuation. For the butterfly valve, this part, the closure part, it's obstructing the flow. So it's reducing the CV. One more thing, if you have a full bore valve, that means you have less delta P through the valve. Okay, the pressure reduction through the valve will be less. That means if there is a pump, etc., you are making the load less on the pump. Because as there is more pressure loss, the pump will work more, there will be more load. So also you are saving energy as well. So this is the main features of the FK2X. It's a bidirectional, zero inline leakage. It's a cavity-free, superior fugitive emission control with the highest level of certificates in this regard. I can show you. Okay. Ease of serviceability. No need. Also, you can replace, by the way, the seat, okay, and the seat liner, the seat face and the seat liner. You can replace it. No need to replace the full cartridge, say, or the closure, which is also make it easier for service and a cost-effective solution for our clients. It's a low weight and low torque actuation, low total cost of ownership, high reliability. How it's low total cost of ownership? Okay, if you install FK2X, you don't need to replace it, you don't need to open it frequently to do service. But if you have a large gate valve, you will maybe replace this valve every while. So as a total investment, you will find that you have paid double or triple of the money for a conventional isolation valve compared to this great innovation. So here when we talk about the fugitive emission control, okay, it's very safe for critical applications, severe application for people also safety. So we have, as per the ISO 15848, okay, -1, AHCO2 and API 641, which is considered the highest level for emission, for fugitive emission control. And it's also fire safe design. It's ATEX and blowout proof stem design. In case there was a fire and pressure build up, the stem will not be blown out. Okay, there is a locking mechanism to protect the operators on site. So when we take about, we have the laminate seal, the stellate, welted tri-X ring. See, there's multiple components. Okay, so you can change whatever is required. No need to change the whole valve, and it's easy accessible. It's single body, by the way. Okay, low light weight. So this is. See, this we have a full bore. This is regarding the testing and certificates, which is the major concern or important thing for the end user. You can see it's in ATEX as well, fire safe, fugitive emission. So when it comes to the material of construction, we have variety of material of construction based on the application, the flow media, temperature, pressure, etc. Starting from carbon steel to hastolate, titanium, zirconium, monil. For the available options, it can be manual, operated, gear operated, actuator, electric, pneumatic, whatever kind of actuator you can do. So this is when it comes to FK2X. The other product I'm going to talk about is the L-Torque. We call it L-Torque. Okay, the L-torque is a type of sleeve plug valve. Okay, what we did here is we managed to reduce the torque to operate the valve up to 50%. Okay, the value. And the second thing, we make the replacing of the cartridge of the closure member very fast. Okay, we reduced almost 40% of the time to change it, and no need to remove the valve from the pipeline. You can change it very easily. So these are the two main important and features in this valve. Okay, so you can see here it's small actuator compared to the size of the valve. This is reduced 50%. It used to be like this. So we reduced the torque needed to operate the valve. Okay, so this is the main features here. We have significant torque reduction, cost-effective automation package. If you have a pneumatic actuation, instead of operating a 100% big actuator, you are reducing to 50%. So, and also this is low light on the pipeline. You don't need to use pipe supports. And if you have critical areas to reach, this is small valve, small actuator. So as a volume, okay, it's compact. Inline valve repair maintenance, no need to remove it from the pipeline. Okay, independent plug adjustment and adjustable stem packing. You can adjust the sealing of the valve, and you can adjust the plug. Okay, even if the valve is operating, even if this actuated. Okay, so you can do it very easily on site to tighten the valve instead of opening to do the adjustment. So this is giving you longer life of the valve and easy service without opening the valve. And also it's designed to meet the latest fugitive emission compliance according to ISO 15848-1, which is the highest levels of the fugitive emission control. So we managed to reduce the torque to up to 50%, reduce the repair time to 40%, and it's a fugitive emission control, so it's safe for if you have a toxic application, if you have something like dangerous, this is very safe to the operators and to the facility. So you have a smaller actuator, that means it's a cost-effective solution as well. Lighter weight, longer life, because you can do the adjustment of the plug and the seal without opening the valve, even during the operation or the actuation. Okay. The sleeve cartridge design. This is the sleeve cartridge design. I can use it. It's very compact. You just need to remove the 4 screws, then you remove it, then you install a new one. That's it. 5 minutes maximum. Anyone can do it. So this is when it comes to the L-torque, the second product, and we wanted to let you know in the new product development segment at Crane. I just want to highlight something about the PTFE liners. Okay. If we want to present about this, it will take too much, but I'll try to make it compact as much as possible. Showing here console. This is for you to make sure that when you request line pipes, fittings, etc., that there are some standards that you should be committed with. Why? To make sure that you have a safe product on site. It's a lined product. That means there is a liner inside the pipe. You don't need this liner to be cracked okay, or if there is a vacuum to be taken off from the pipe when we have issues, especially if you are pumping corrosive or acidic. Okay, so in a crane we are following the latest standards, very strict standards when it comes to the process lining codes, which is ASME P31.3. Okay, and the most important thing is the ASTM F1545, which is for the listing component standard for the line pipes and fittings, which is the highest level as well. So when it comes to the liner here, okay, and you are welcome, I will share this with you as well. So for your references, if you need anything, you can ask me, call me anytime. For the liners, we have multiple types of liners. It depends on the application in terms of temperature, pressure, flow medium, okay? So we have the PVDF, okay? We can manufacture from 1 inch to 8 inches, okay? And you can see here the features for in terms of temperature, okay, in terms of also the applications you have. If you have a chlorine gas, bromine gas, okay, concentration H2SO4, okay. So you can see here the flow media, the temperature ranges and pressure ranges, and also the size range. For the PTFE, which is the most common liner we are using, okay, we are manufacturing from 5 inch to 20 inch. Okay, and you can see the applications covered as well. We have the HDPE also. We have the polypropylene PP, and we have ETFE. You can see we can manufacture for the ETFE 1 inch to 72 inches. For the PP, we can manufacture from 1 inch to 48 inches, and for the HDPE, we can manufacture from 1 inch to 72 inches. Different features, different temperature ranges, pressure ranges, and different applications. And if you have any special application, you can share with us. We will give you the right advice. You can consult us anytime. If you have any pain points with our products or any other applications on site, just consult us. You will get the proper advice from our side to make your facility run smoother, safer. Because as we said, we are an engineering-oriented company, manufactured engineering solutions. We take the case, we study it very well. Some cases, or some critical applications or new applications, it will take us maybe 1 month to get the right solution for the client. We just not take it and just give you the quote we study it very well. We understand the sensitivity of the industrial sector that you are working in. We understand the downtime. We understand the efforts done by you. So this is where it comes. For us, we will give you the proper advice. So all the major certificates are here, okay, for the line pipe and fittings that are covered by us. So that's it from my side. I hope I did not take too much time for you. So thank you for listening, really appreciate it. If you have any question, please approach me anytime. Thank you very much again, appreciate it. Just, sorry I forget to say that at the beginning. On behalf of my colleague Muhammad Abu Nas, I deliver his apologies for not attending here for an emergency situation happened, so he couldn't make it with us. But it's the same presentation, same everything, okay? He wanted to meet all of you as well here, but thank you again, appreciate it.
Hello. Thank you, Mr. Saif, for your wonderful presentation. Now it's time for question and answer.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for here. Thanks for your wonderful presentation. My question is about the LTAC tight shut-off valve. Does the valve has any artificial intelligence features like finding predictive analysis or predictive maintenance like seal wear, leakage in the valve. Since it's a tight shut-off, as you quoted, the valve is a tight shut-off, it's a critical to any process industry. I just want to know you have any options on that particular aspect.
Well, it's sleeve plug valve. It doesn't have that much features. Let's say it's an isolation valve, but it's one of the best isolation valves because it's cavity free. Okay, with a simple actuation mechanism. That's it. There is locking mechanism, but when it comes, for example, there is some supporting instruments will be around the valve. Okay. Most probably it will be third party, like if there is an emission, like there's gas detectors, etc. It will detect if there is any leakage, anything. This is when it comes to globe control valves. I understand your question. The globe control valves, okay, this has the signature, they call it also the signature of the valve, the feedback. So when it open and close, so you will detect if there is like friction. The valve takes too much time to open and close, it did not open very well, etc. Okay, which is the diagnosis we are talking about. Yeah. Now for this design, it's more simpler. Okay, it doesn't require that. It's cavity free. That means the torque will not be affected by opening or closing. Okay, even if the valve is in operation. Okay, so it's very smooth, very easy. It will not jam. It will not lock. Yes. Thank you.
That answered my question. Thank you.
Sure.
Any questions?
Don't ask me hard questions. Make it easy.
You can answer later.
Yeah, good evening. Thanks for the presentation. Yeah, it was very informative.
Yeah.
Just I want to ask about the triple offset glass that you told about.
Yeah, that yes.
Yeah, triple offset butterfly glass.
Yeah.
So I would like to know what is the maximum size that you
Yes,
have for this for seawater service.
Yeah.
And are they also soft seated or
First, the size we have starting from 3 inches to 24 inches. For some cases, there is some customization. Maybe we can go beyond 24 inches, but the standard range starts from 3 inches to 24 inches, class 150, 300, and 600. This is our standard range. And it's only coming metal seated. Okay, it's a metal seated because the triple offset butterfly valve is a metal seated valve. Cannot be soft seated. It's the resilient seated butterfly valve. There is no option for the soft seated. When it comes to higher or bigger sizes, we don't prefer to go with soft seated or lined pipes. Okay, it will be even costly. Okay, so we don't have that. We have different range. What's the size you're in your mind?
No, we were looking for 72 inches.
72 inches.
Triple offset glass.
Yes, we have. I think you saw the big valve and the gentleman standing next to it. Yeah. Yes, this is for seawater intake application.
Yeah.
Okay. This is customized. We can do higher. No worries. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. For the nice presentation.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I just want to eagerly know about this triad swap. Do you have any application in sulfur recovery units?
I need to check that. Okay. I can share with you. Okay, because it's been mainly installed in Saudi. Okay, yeah. But I will look for this application for you. But just let me check something here, very quickly. To show you something, by the way, you remind me about that. So, when you go to Crane website, okay, you will find the website is very informative, okay, full of details. We are not hiding anything to our users, so it's very easy to navigate. And let's say for the FK-TRIX or the L-Torque, okay, you can see the description of the product, you can see the technical details, features, you can see the applications here. See, you can see all the applications. And if you have an application is not listed here, you can consult us. We will tell you. For the FK-TRIX, I want to check with you because there's multiple applications, if it's listed here or not. And also certificates, and there is some videos, animations, so you can understand more about the product. So, what was the application you said? It's part of the filing, right? So most probably we have it, but I need to look for this.
Thank you.
Thanks. Any other questions?
Yeah, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Regarding HTP lining,
Yes.
you have only shop fabricated spool lining or cross-country pipeline also you are doing?
Come again, please. Other than spool, what?
Cross-country pipelines, HTP line.
Yes, we can do it.
We can.
Yeah.
Maximum length?
I think we have up to 8 meters, or 8 to 12 meters.
No, for the cross-country pipeline, it's like kilometer like cross-country pipeline. You have any field lining? You have any facilities?
I need to check that.
No.
Yes, sorry. I will approach you and take the note, please. Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Regarding your FK-TRIX wall, I have a question.
Yeah.
End of the day,
I'm glad there is an interest for this product, yes.
there are specific requirements for gate wall, butterfly wall, and wall. Okay?
Yes.
Since you are going to give all three in one, what will be the cost benefit ratio works out?
Yes, it's a good question. As we mentioned, the FK-TRIX offers an overall cost savings. Okay, it's an investment, it's not an initial cost. The initial cost, maybe it will be close to the, say, when we go to the large sizes of gate valves, butterfly valves, etc., the cost may be very close. Or maybe, I will be honest, maybe the FK-TRIX will be higher, 10%, 20%. But the savings come where? From the operation, from the maintenance. This valve, the cavity, the non-cavity free valves, okay, they need to be overhauled, cleaned. You need to remove it sometimes from the pipeline. So this is downtime for you, this is money for you. And also, let's say, for example, FK-TRIX will live for 15 years, okay? During the 15 years, how many gate valve you will replace? So if you calculate it as investment, there is a huge difference. This valve, just install it, it's self-cleaning, cavity-free, which means like maintenance-free in terms of cavity, and there's no obstructions. But for sure, there is corrosive will happen but during the year, but it's less in this product. Okay, and also one more point. It's the CV, the coefficient of flow. Okay, it's full bore. That means if you have 10 inches butterfly valve installed in a 10 inches line, you can replace it with an 8 inches or 6 inches FK-TRIX. So you can imagine how much you are saving here. Yeah. And also it's for severe service. Yeah. I hope you answered your question. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. It's time for presentation. We sincerely thank Mr. Saif Obeda for their enlightening presentation on engineering valve technologies and high performance PTFE liners.
Thank you.
Your insights into advanced valve solutions and innovative PTFE liner technologies were highly valuable to all attendees. We truly appreciate your time, effort, and the expertise you shared, which greatly enriched our technical seminar series.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you all.
It's now to felicitate our distinguished speakers. Before felicitating our speaker, may I invite Mr. P.P. Muthu, Golden Palm Platinum sponsor, to felicitate Mr. Saif with a Ponnadi. May I invite Mr. Vadivelan to felicitate Mr. Saif with a garland. our General Secretary TEF 2025 and Mr. Jem Prasanna to felicitate Mr. Saif with a memento. Thank you, sirs. Our second session will be presented by Mr. Varghese Uttur, Regional Sales Manager, Grade Instrumentation and Sampling, UAE. Now, I would like to invite Engineer Maniyarasu to introduce our speaker, Mr. Varghese Uttur.
Good evening all. Our speaker today, Mr. Varghese Uttur, Regional Sales Manager, Crane Instrumentation and Sampling. He holds Master Degree in Applied Physics and Instrumentation and Bachelor's Degree in Instrumentation. He has more than 23 years of experience in GCC with strong expertise in analytical and instrumentation systems. For the past 6 years, he has been working with Crane Instrumentation and Sampling, where he focuses on improving graph sampling practices to enhance safety, environmental compliance, and sample accuracy. Mr. Varghese has worked closely with major companies like Aramco and Adnan to develop better practices in graph sampling, supporting safer and more efficient plant operations. His contributions have also helped address key emission leak issues identified in recent leak detection and repair studies. He is the pioneer of the Crane Safe strategy, which includes free site assessment of sampling points and engineering consultations to provide practical, customized solutions. This program has been well received across the Middle East. Mr. Varghese is passionate about sharing technical knowledge and regularly presents on topics such as emission reduction, safety improvement, and representative sampling, all aimed at helping plant operate more safely and sustainably. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Varghese Uttur for the second session. Stage is yours.
Hello. Good evening all. Thank you all for giving this opportunity to present our product, and thanks my colleague safely well introduced about our the piping product actually. So I am going to introduce about the instrumentation product, mainly graph sampler. Before starting actually, my name is Varghese Uttur. I am in charge of the sampling product, Crane sampling product in Middle East, and also handling the India region. Before starting, Mr. Suresh well introduced about the safety. So what is the importance of safety? The battery. If the battery is poor design or poor made, then it lead to a unsafe situation. So same, I am going to present, I'm not going to present the product actually, I am going to present what is going on in the current site. Actually you are all from the site. So what is the safety issues are happening in the site in terms of graph sampling. My colleague already mentioned the Crane resolution. I need to just point one thing here. He written in 1855 to avoid all the deception and trickery, to deal fairly with both customers and competitors. Who will tell these things? Both customers and competitors. We need to respect our competitors. He written in 1855, the age of 22 years. So this is the main, about the Crane. we are always telling to customer, this is crane actually. So, as I mentioned, I need to add small thing actually. We are doing a lot of philanthropy. That means 13% of the crane fund we are spending for all the charity organization. We have a huge school, actually a big school in Mahir for disadvantaged children in Satara, India, Bombay. So about our product actually, we are manufacturing the grab sampler. Our factory is in Netherlands, in Berchenhoek. We started in 1926. Our manufacturing is almost 100 years over, and our partner actually Mahata Trading. They are in Kuwait, so they are doing all the trading as well as the service activity for us. So coming to today's topic, so I am just little talk about the environmental emission and grab sampling safety, then LDA early detection and repair work, then common safety issues and emission issues in the plant, then fire gas sampling that most of the people are struggling for measuring the flare gas, then flash liquid, best practices on the sampling, then we have our own patent technology for the sampling, then grain safe, some UAV environment. Okay, so just introduction about what we are exactly doing. So sampling means many people are aware of sampling. So analytical sampling, automatic sampling. We are not doing. We are doing only the manual sampling. What we are exactly doing actually, we are taking a physical sample from the pipeline. So lot of people are aware of what is the manual grab sampling. But again, I just want to introduce about what we are exactly doing. We are collecting the toxic liquid, liquid gas, high volatile, low volatile, high temperature, whatever. We are taking the sample actually. What is important to taking the sample? Because the man is going and taking sample, grabbing the sample. So the important is the safety. So if the grab sample is not safety, the emissions and leaks are coming to the person. It's not automatic, it's not Vale or it's nothing. It's a person every day going and collecting the sample. So important is safety, and the second thing is the representation of the sample. If you are not taking the right sample, then there is no point of taking the sample. So the important is taking the grab sample is the representative, like the true sample. Otherwise, if you are going to the lab and testing the sample, you cannot say it is the right sample. So why you are taking sample? So you are taking sample mainly you need to check whether your online analyzer is giving the right sample, right reading. Otherwise you are spending a lot of money for the online analyzer, and if it is not giving the right sample, then there is no point of spending that much of money. That is the reason every day, maybe 2 times or per week or per day, you are taking the grab sample and going to the lab and correlate. And also for corrosion analysis, then process quality control, you need to check it. Suppose if you are taking HCl, you need to see how much percentage concentration of HCl, how we will see. You need to check in the lab. So we are talking about the environmental emission and grab sampling safety. You might be heard about LDIR, leak detection and repair. Now most of the end users are implementing this in the plant because now the emissions, emissions are very important. You are trying to reduce the emissions and leaks. So there is a program called LDIR. That means you are going and checking the leak and emissions and finding out where is the emissions are more. So as per the study, there are pumps, valves, connector, everything is there, but sampling point one of the area where the most emissions and leaks are coming nowadays. So that is the reason most of the end user is, very, very serious on grab sampling. In the old age, nobody was taking care of the grab sampling. Just put 2 sampling points and you can take whatever you want. So, but now the scenario changed. You have to take a zero emission type of sampling system. So as you know, our plants are like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfur, methane, all emissions levels are high. We are trying to reduce the emission. We call net zero plans. So how to contribute us to the environment and the world to reduce the emission to a zero level. So we need to contribute each and every point to reduce the emissions. So what we are actually doing in the gap sampling, that area we are trying to reduce the emissions, and so we are designing a zero emission type of gap sampling systems. So now I will just talk about what is happening in the plant. Right now, how we are taking the sample and what is the issues. And about the plant safety, what we are expecting now, the safety is a different type. There is an environmental safety issues. So if you are, improper design your sampling system, like Suresh told, the battery is not designed properly, there will be a safety issue. Same here, if you are not designing a system properly, as per your application, there will be leaks and emissions. And lab safety. Nobody is talking about lab safety. If you are taking and collecting the sample and bringing to the lab, and all are talking about the plant safety. So what is going on in the lab? For example, you are taking a sample in a cylinder, it's called sample bomb. The cylinder itself is called a sample bomb. Whatever pressure, if the 100 bar pressure you are taking, the 100 bar pressure is inside the cylinder. But the operator is going and collecting, he doesn't know what is in his hand, actually it's the 100 bar. That is the reason it's called sample bomb. Suppose if you are collecting a liquid in the bomb, there is a small amount of gas in the liquid, trapped gas. So the standard practice actually, when you go to the lab, there is a piston is there in the cylinder. You are taking a beaker and just push the piston, then collecting into the beaker. Then that beaker is you are going to test in the lab analyzer. So what will happen? The liquid you are collecting, so where the gas goes? Gas goes inside the lab. So this is one of the area, the lab safety is very important nowadays. And then the operator safety, because this is not automatic. The human is going and collecting every day. So there is a human interface between the sampling system and the sample. So if the sample is not zero emission or leak free, there will be a huge safety issue to the human being. So that is the reason actually most of the sampling, the new specification is coming as a closed loop system, zero emission systems. You can see many sample bomb concept is now gone. So this is one of the system in the site actually. So the second issue, first we talk about safety. Second issue is this, representative sample. If you are not collecting the representative sample, there is no point of taking the sample. So if there are so many valves are there, the operator will confuse which valve to open, which valve to close. Then there is a huge problem in taking the representative sample. You can see a lot of volumes. It's not a closed loop system, high differential pressure, purging is not there. So these are the major, which I mentioned actually, the design of the proper system. If you are not designing a proper sampling system, then as per your application, then there will be leak and emission and volumes. You will not get a representative. So we are working with the KNPC, KIPIC we have a huge installation, KNPC, the main refinery we have huge installation. We have different solution, sulfur solution. I will come to that actually. And also for your information, we are doing the sampling safety audit. It's called Train Safe. We developed the program, safety audit and feasible enhancement in Middle East. That means we are going to do the audit free of cost, sit with the end user. If you have any issues in the sampling system, we will go there and investigate what is the issues. Is it an application issue, is it a leak issue, you are not collecting the sample, then we will design a proper system for you. Then if you can do a trial or you can do your recommendation, I need to hear like this. So these are the leaks and emissions we are seeing every day in the plant actually. I was in Liquid Petrochemical 2 days back. There are issues in the benzene sampling. There are EOP sampling system in the supplied. They need to replace all the EOP sampling system because they are not getting the sample. They are afraid of open some sample. So these are the issues we are facing every day. We started in 2020 with 5 end user safety audit. This year we have completed more than 70 different end user safety audits. And Kuwait is one of the major area for us. And also Aramco, we are doing from 0 to now the major safety audits are conducting in Aramco refineries and also gas oil separating plants. And you are aware actually if the man is going and taking the sample, some of the sampling systems are open the tap and taking sample in this bottle. We can see many of the sampling systems designed toxic liquid designed such a way that just open the tap, taking in a beaker. The fumes are everywhere, So we are replacing and we are proposing the end user a better sampling system, a zero emission sampling system. So up to end user they can take or they can buy. We are but helping to the end user to use a zero emission system to avoid any leaks and emission in the plant. So from our site audit program, last 5 years, now it is very successful in Middle East, and we as a Crane now expanded the site audit across the globe. Now we are doing in North America, most of the Asian countries, Singapore, and FPSOs. So many places we are doing this, users are very much interested because they are facing major safety issues with the manual gap sampling systems. So based on our experience, just 2-3 case studies, I just mentioned here. So one of the area the end user is struggling to take the sample is the flare gas sample. Because the flare gas, that it is a very low pressure. It is atmospheric pressure and velocity is very, very, very low. But you need to measure the flare, how much percentage you are flaring. That is important to the environment. For that, you are normally putting a flow meter, a flare gas flow meter. But now, the available technology in the flow meter is ultrasonic flow meter. For ultrasonic flow meter, you need to put the parameter or the composition, right? If you are not putting the right composition, the flow meter will not give the right reading action. There will be an accuracy change, huge accuracy change. So the parameter from where you are getting, normally you will give the parameter from the site, your all data. Or you can put a gas chronometer in the flare line. But that is a very expensive solution. So what is the gas like CO2, hydrogen, and all, because ultrasonic flow meter is basically working on the sonic velocity. The CO2 is there, sonic velocity will deviate. You will not get the correct reading. So what is the solution for that? So many of the end users is struggling to measure, to get the parameter of the flare gas sample, all the components. So there are some of the people some of the end users like when we went to the Saudi Aramco Total Refinery, they are using a bag, like a pouch, and collecting, because the pressure is very low. There is no way to put a sample cylinder, because the gas never comes inside the cylinder. So a pouch and collecting the sample from the flare line. But the issue is, you put a pouch, the air will also go inside. Then you will not get the correct reading. Then some end users are using a pump, hand pump. Hand pump, again the issue is someone need to go 50 degrees to do all this exercise. 6 months our situation is above 50 degrees. And also that time, like the gas can come inside, it's not safe for doing this hand pump. And otherwise they can put a standard sampling system. But again, we can see in the site, people throw away the sample because sample is not coming inside. So what is our solution? We are very successful. This system it's implemented in Aramco Marjan site and also in Oman, Orpik, Qatar Petroleum, Qatar CO2 project. So what we are doing exactly, we are putting a venturi on the outlet, creating a differential pressure using nitrogen, but the nitrogen never come in contact with the sample. So that nitrogen like an ejector, because the outlet we are creating a high pressure and it's again a closed loop system. And the high pressure is there in the outlet, then the low pressure from the inlet, it will extract the gas into the cylinder, such a way that we are collecting the sample into the cylinder. So this is very successful. Now most of the refineries like Riyadh refinery and Rasenarula, all refinery they are standardizing this type of, it's a small compact, you can see the system here, no need to use the pump, it will automatically work. Once you open the valve, collect the sample, go to the, to the lab and you can check all the parameters. And another issue we are facing, not in the refinery sector, this is coming to the upstream, like a wellhead and flow line. Mainly the gas gathering stations, the flow lines, the wellhead. Now it is very, very important to measure the percentage of, maybe we can say BSNW, there is a water cut meter is there, but still you need to measure the composition of the liquid. Because many of the plant, we went to Qatar, the issue is 60% is the gas, 40% is the oil. So how to get the gas and oil separately? It is very difficult to measure the gas and oil because normally you are collecting in a sample cylinder. So when you collect in sample cylinder, 50% or 20% or 30%, whatever gas is there, and the rest of the oil is there. But you are collecting both together. Then in the lab you have to separate both, but it's very difficult to separate. When you separate, if you are not properly separate, you cannot measure the right component in the liquid. So it's very important how to separate. So if you see here, this is a gas liquid, we call it flash liquid applications. The gas liquid combination actually. So this is the mixed phase actually. Above the gas, below the liquid. So this is like that, it is coming here. So what exactly we are doing actually? We will separate the gas and liquid. We will flash the gas, separate with a flashing valve. And here a chamber, a flashing chamber is there. So here we will separate and the liquid will be the down and gas will be the up. And we are collecting the liquid from the bottom and collecting to a liquid sampling system. I will come to that, what is a sealed bottle technology, what we are using. The sealed bottle technology is nothing like that. Here we are using two needles here, and the long needle will inject the liquid into the bottle with a septa. It's a sealed septa. And the small needle eject all the vapor inside the bottle to the out here. And whatever gas is there, we can collect in the cylinder. So this is one of the technology we are implementing many places in Aramco, mainly gas oil separating plant. In Qatar, it's a wellhead flow line actually, all the wellhead area. So this is very successful in Shell, Oman. We supplied this type of systems. It's a very compact system, and you can also see how much percentage of gas and liquid is here with the level indicator is there. You can see the percentage, the level of the liquid. So this is one of the common issues nowadays. Customer is asking. Another issue in the high pressure liquid. High pressure liquid, the standard procedure, all the end user is using like a sample bomb, which I mentioned here, and also sometimes open the tap and taking the sample. So the issue is once you go to the lab, and you can also see this is one of the manufacturer mentioned emissions and zero level. You heard about the Q coupling actually. If you see the sample cylinder, it's closed by a double shut of Q couplings. And again a valve. So Q coupling already the major manufacturer already mentioned the spillage and emissions already there. So knowing all the spillage and emissions, you are using the Q coupling. So what will happen here, if you are using a conventional sampling system, so once we close this one and open, so this is all sample will be there with gas. So once you open, some small amount of gas will expose because of this Q coupling issue. So how to avoid all these things? So emissions are there, gas are there, yeah. So this is the technology we are using for the sealed bottle technology to take the samples. So we are taking into predefined sample chamber, then we are collecting into the bottle. Then toxic gas application, again the issue is a conventional method of using this one. And again, we have excellent solution to purge the system by nitrogen. So this nitrogen will purge before disconnecting the Q couplings. Then liquefied gas application. Liquefied gas, again the issue is the conventional method we are using. So we have a predefined expansion chambers there. Let's say 20% sample we are collecting the expansion chamber. We are not allowing to use the dip tube actually, because if you use the dip tube, you don't know what exactly 20% or broken. We don't have any idea. So we are using expansion chamber to collect 20% to there. Then high pressure, high density gas sampling. Again, the conventional method we are using, many people are using. So what is that high pressure? If you reduce the pressure, the Joule-Thomson effect, the ice will form. To avoid the ice, we are using a double vaporizer, double stage vaporizer. It will vaporize and maintain the heat to avoid all the ice. Okay, now high temperature. So high temperature gas, you need to reduce the temperature by cooler. So once you reduce the temperature cooler, the gas will condensate. So how to avoid the condensated gas? So if the gas condensate, then never the gas, the lab GC never allowed to use this liquid and gas into the GC. So we have excellent solution to separate the gas and liquid and knock out the liquid, and we will guarantee you 100% gas in the cylinder, and you can use the cylinder for further analysis. And just I want to mention some our technology, some patent technology. One is the sealed bottle technology for toxic liquid. So we are using, as I mentioned, we are using this type of 2 needles actually. Just like a hospital, you are injecting the blood. The long needle will inject. The septa is like a rubber septa. And the small needle, whatever vapor, everything, whatever is there, it will go to the small needle. So then another feature is NBNF. So no bottle, no flow arrangement. So many of the sites you can see the free flow of liquid here. So how to stop the free flow of the liquid? So you can see here, this is one of the sites. The free flow, even though the valve is not working, it will free flow. So we have an excellent technology called no bottle, no flow. That means if you don't place the bottle, the flow never comes. Even then this valve is not working still. You need to place the bottle, then only the flow will come. That's the no bottle, no flow technology. That is the additional safety feature we are providing to the end user. Okay. And all the valves are single-handed operation. You can see, you cannot see so many, valve actually. One handle will operate all the valves, on, off, purge, and all. Then spring and valve. Our additional safety feature is the spring dead man valve. The operators forget to close the valve, still the valve will go to the closed position. So inbuilt purging actually. So one of the features we mentioned. see here, what we are exactly doing after closing this cylinder, we purge to a bypass line with the nitrogen. Then only we are allowed to disconnect the Q-coupling. Okay. So this is one of our, here also you can see only one handle to operate all this process actually, inlet, outlet, purging, also you don't want to confuse to operate so many valves. And we are also using, I mentioned that expansion chamber to collect the 20% of the sample here. Instead of dip tube, we are using an expansion chamber for the LPG type of application to make only 80% to fill the cylinder. Okay. Then can you see this type of jacketed sampling system for vacuum residue, high viscous hydrocarbon, molten sulfur, bitumen, asphalt, different type of applications. So here is a different type of So this piston is directly connecting to the pipeline. This is a ram valve. So then again a chamber, then top of that another chamber. That chamber is filled with the steam, and we are maintaining like a molten sulfur because it will solidify once it's come out. To avoid that, we keep the steam everywhere. You can see the PN here. So even we can do the flushing with the steam inside the chamber to reduce all the blocks and contaminations. One of the technology we are using, and I would like to show, recently one of the employee of the end user, he personally, actually sound is there actually, but I don't know, it's not connecting. So it's a demo unit we presented in our ADIPAC. So he personally came and you can see here, it's a spring return valve, no bottle, no flow arrangement. And he is taking the sample physically. And it's a seed, completely seed. And most of the people came to the store and physically took the sample, like completely seed sample for toxic applications. So one of the staff came and he experienced because huge installations in Adnoc. And also for your information, EOP, the EOP license, we are now approved in EOP, and EOP specified all the EOP plant to use DOPAC system. So if you go to in future any EOP specification or plant license, our systems are specified. We are working together with EOP now. And also, which I mentioned, the train safe sampling, the safety audit and function excellence new program we will use for the site audit. We will go to the site and we also train our distributor locally and certified our distributor to go to the site and do the audit. We have a software we are using with the audit, and we are collecting all the data and designing a system, a proper system, and we help many of the end users for different applications for high pressure, toxic liquid, salt water, mixed phase and flash liquid, flare gas, sulfur recovery units, sulfur recovery flare, and molten sulfur. In many places actually, we introduced our safe sampling program and helped our, and it's going on actually. So that's all about the manual sampling system. So if you have any doubt or any questions, I'm happy to, answer your questions. Yes.
Thank you for your nice presentation. Just we want to ask, can you supply spares because we have some issues with the bomb needle sometimes broken.
Yeah.
And the three-way valves are getting stuck.
Yeah.
There are some problems happening.
Yeah.
So due to that, we are unable to replace the three-way valve or the particular type or the fittings hoses, the sampling hoses. So these spares can be supplied.
Yes, our Mahata is keeping stock locally. Because in our DOPAC, all the spare parts list are there actually, including three-way valve, needle assembly and all the things actually. That is all replaceable. We have a 24/7 service team available to replace the system if you are using our system. So we can come to the site and we can replace the three-way valve is not working. And also if you are facing the three-way valve is not working because of many reasons actually, because sometimes people are not designed properly. Like the O-rings, the three-way valve O-rings, or if it is high pressure, we will use the big sink. And if it is a toxic liquid, we will use the carless O-rings. If you are not using the proper design valve, because you don't know what is inside, you are using, it's not mentioned any of the specifications. But the sampling manufacturer should tell what type of O-rings and seals should use for your applications. Otherwise, it will leak. It will not work. Right? And if the needles are small enough, like 1.35 mm, if it is a viscous, it will not viscous, or some particles they are introduced, it will not higher volume needles. And also, you should not twist the bottle. If you twist the bottle, it will, broken actually. In our system, you cannot twist the bottle because it is going through a sleeve. You cannot able to twist the bottle. So, yeah, that is the main reason.
We have got some frequent problems there.
Yeah, we are happy to come to the site.
I will try to contact one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a very nice informative presentation. Same time, I want to appreciate Crane is giving effort to green gas emission control. Regarding, hydrogen,
yes,
invisible and it will not obey Joule-Thomson effect. How your product can manage to protect the human and environment?
You mean the hydrogen gas sampling? Right?
Yeah, hydrogen with high pressure.
Yeah, high pressure. We have an excellent solution for high pressure hydrogen sampling actually. So as I mentioned here, we need to use a proper flushing. Many of the sampling system doesn't have a proper flushing. That means a nitrogen flushing. Because there is two isolations coming in the bomb assembly. One is the needle valve, and next to the needle valve there is a one coupling in the top and down. That is also isolation actually. But once you close the needle valve, then you are not sure the Q couplings are invisible actually. The Q couplings, once you disconnect, the hydrogen will escape. Right? So what we are doing before disconnecting, we will depressurize the system completely. And also we will sipe all the hydrogen from, we will make sure all the hydrogen will be cleaned by nitrogen, completely clean before disconnecting the Q coupling. That is the way we are taking the sample. So most of the sampling system is designed such a way that just a cylinder Q coupling to valve, that's all. So in that case, you will not get that type of safety feature.
Yeah, because in previous company we face a lot of burn injuries due to hydrogen release.
Yes, correct.
But how I can ensure the hydrogen is stopped by releasing? Thank you.
We are also conducting the thermal imaging DAR program actually. We can come to your site, we can also check whether any emissions or leaks are there. We will guarantee you there is no emissions and leaks after installing our system or before your system, how much emissions are there. Our team is capable to do that LDAR type of audits. So please contact Mahata. So they are well experienced in the environmental team is there actually. I know he's in charge of the environmental head of the company actually. She will do the site audit. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Uthar, for your insightful presentation on gram sampling and plant safety. Yeah, we will call for it. Give me some time. After finishing the facility, we will call. So your expertise and practical guidance provide the attendees with deeper understanding and safe and effective sampling practice. We gratefully appreciate the time and effort you took to share your knowledge and experience with us. Now it's the time to facilitate our speaker. May I invite Mr. Perry Sami to facilitate Mr. Varghese Uthappu with Ponnadai. May I invite Mr. Rajan Narayanan to facilitate garland. May I invite our President and General Secretary to facilitate the memento. Thank you, sir. Dear all, it's time to our much anticipated final session. A special guest session on topic opportunity and facility provided by the central government of promoting startups and MSMEs in India, which will be presented by Mr. Shakti Singh, former consultant and Ministry of Commerce and Industries, Railways and Textile and Power, Government India. I would like to invite Engineer Parthiban to introduce our next speaker.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, respected member of Tamil Nadu Engineers Forum, distinguished guests, sponsors and well-wishers. It gives me a pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all of you this evening. Today, we have the honor of hosting an eminent professional who has traveled from India to be with us, Mr. Shakti Singh. It is indeed privilege to welcome him as our special guest for this concluding seminar of TIFF 2025. Mr. Singh is a highly accomplished expert in social media marketing, public relations, and information technology with nearly 2 decades of rich and varied experience across government ministries, public sector institutions, and leading media organizations. His career spans in strategic communication, policy support, digital outreach, data analytics, and brand leadership, especially making his insight especially valuable for our community. He has collaborated extensively with several key ministries of Government of India, including Commerce and Industry, Railways, Power, Coal, Textile, Finance, Consumer Affairs, and New Renewable Energy. His contributions range from designing national-level social media strategies to providing digital intelligence for evidence-based policy making and leadership impactful communication initiatives across major platforms. In his current role as a Vice President, North India at Goldmine Advertising Limited, Mr. Singh continues to shape communication strategies for prominent government bodies and public sector enterprises. This evening, he will speak on a topic of great contemporary relevance and national importance, opportunities and facilities provided by the central government for promoting startups and MSMEs in India. Given his excellent experience and his direct engagement with national institutions, we are indeed fortunate to have someone his stature lead us through this significant subject. On behalf of TIFF 2025, it's my great pleasure to warmly welcome you, Mr. Shakti Singh. We eagerly look forward to your perspective and insightful session ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a wholehearted welcome to Mr. Shakti Singh. The stage is yours.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for having me here. And today I'll talk about the opportunities which the central government, the government of India has extended to the startups and MSMEs in the country. So before me, two of my fellow speakers talked about the products which were of interest to you, but what I'm going to tell you is about maybe some of you wants to, whenever you go back to country and want to start your own business, right? And what are the facilities, and maybe some of you don't know the opportunities and how things in the last decade made simpler by the government. And to just give you a rough idea how things are shaping up in the country. So we are today world's third largest startup ecosystem. Yeah. So India is world's third largest ecosystem, wherein we have got 100 plus unicorns from all these startups. When I talk about unicorn, that means companies or startups whose valuation has come to more than $1 billion. So we have 100 plus unicorn in the last few years, and we are rapidly transforming the country's sphere. And we call the last decade is also known as entrepreneurship decade, with remarkable momentum innovation which has happened. So you must have heard about the services industry has taken large role in shaping the startup. A lot of quick commerce, people can get delivery at their homes, right? And services is where the country has doing a remarkable job. But people like you, engineers like you, who can come to the country and produce goods, right? For now, the focus is on the services. So people are not in India, like unlike China, we are not more into manufacturing. So we want people like you, engineers, come to India, maybe after your project, after your stint, and some of you after retirement can come to the country and put focus on producing the goods. Unlike China, we are still lagging in producing. And why government is focusing more on startups and MSMEs? So the MSME contributes to nearly 30% of the GDP, right? So that's a huge amount. It's more than a quarter. The contribution to GDP comes from the MSMEs, micro, small and medium enterprises. And exports around 50%, like today exactly 45% of share, which is close to half of India's exports come from MSMEs. So why government push or why government encourages startups and MSME is because they are into, of course, the powerful job creators. They produce local innovation. We don't want our exports we want our exports to flourish, but not the imports, right? So this is also a key pillar to the Atmanirbhar Bharat and Self-Reliant India, which the government is focusing on. So there are total 5 core objectives the government is focusing on. First is to build an innovation-driven economy. So we are doing our stuff in bits and pieces. We want the economy should be innovation-driven. People like you can innovate in terms of producing or manufacturing goods there. Then also, the government wants to encourage risk-taking and entrepreneurship. So they don't want people to come to the office, do their 9-to-5 job, right? They want people to be entrepreneur, do their business, bring innovation to the country, and of course, and also they also want to reduce the cost of compliance. So earlier, there are a lot of red tapeism and bureaucracy was there in India, which has gone down significantly. Earlier, one has to go to a lot of offices to get themselves registered. Now everything is digital. I'll just talk about in my coming slide what I'm talking about. So the compliance is something which government has started making it lesser or less painful for people, for entrepreneurs. So of course, and again they also want people should have money. Now there are a lot of schemes which Government of India has facilitated. So to enable easier access to the capital to start the business and create global quality enterprise, of course, to compete with the other countries. So the key challenges faced by the startups who started, somebody who wants to start their business, or an MSME, micro and small medium enterprise. Earlier it was, these are the things which were there earlier, which is now the change has come into the system. The limited early stage funding. So the money was a big problem which the government has tried to address. Then the technological gaps were there. Many MSMEs struggled to adopt modern technology. That was the challenge which the companies used to face. Then market access barriers. So smaller companies were not able to export their product to the large market outside India. Then weak digital adoption. People do not know how to use stuff digitally now. There are UPI, there are Aadhaar, there are GST, PAN. I'll talk about it in my coming slides. So skill shortage was also there, and then slow payment cycle. So now what with MSMEs, the government give preference to the procurement in these MSMEs and the startups also. And the slow payment, getting payment from the government was not easy, but now with the government has put in a strict rule. So whenever there is an invoice you raise to any government organization, the money has to come in within 45 days, and that is being taken care of. So I'll talk about the Startup India initiative first. So it's very easy to register. You have your own company, you got your GST number, goods and services tax number. All you have to do is go to a Startup India website and get yourself registered. So here you will get a lot of mentors who can help you in how to get funding, right? And so you have a very clear framework also and what the eligibility criteria. So any company which is less than 10 years old are eligible for startup. So any company, they can just go and register themselves as a startup, and they will get strong ecosystem support from the sports government as well. So now the startups are recognized by a Department of Promotion and Industry and Internal Trade, which comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So this is the organization, this is the Department of Ministry which do the startup registration. All you have to do is get the registration done. If people are taking photograph, I'll share the soft copy of this presentation with the dev team, and they can get this thing. So self-certification is something which is very important. So they don't have to go to any organization that please give me a labor, I'm doing compliance on the labor laws, give me a certification. All you have to do is you have to just give on your letterhead that I am complying, and the self-compliance is something which government has established. You don't have to go to other organizations, third party to get your certificate. You can do a self-certification. And of course tax incentives are also there, which I'll talk about. Procurement relaxation. So there is a portal which I talk about, it's called GEM, GEM, Government E-Marketplace, wherein you can list your product and a preference is given to the startups and MSMEs. And funding eligibilities, of course, will be there once you are startup. You are eligible once you registered yourself as a startup. So it's a very interesting point, the tax incentive for startups. So what are the tax incentives the government is giving? So there is a 3-year income tax holiday. Let's say you started business today, and for the next 2 years you did not make money. First 2 years is loss, and the next years you started make some profit. So from the first 10 years, any 3 years you can select, and those 3 years will be tax free completely, right? So this is what the 3-year income tax holiday is. Then capital gain exemptions. So when I say capital gain exemption, if somebody wants to put money, somebody has sold his house or some big property, they have to pay capital gains unless they invested somewhere else. So people who have gained a long-term capital gain, they can invest in the startup fund, and the government gives tax rebate to them. And of course the angel tax exemption. So most of you must have known what angel tax is. Angel tax is when somebody invests in your business and the valuation of the amount is significantly higher than what government thinks. So this is where the startups also get exemption. So government thinks, okay, if your valuation is not as per my understanding or our understanding, will give a tax exemption. So that's exemption also which we get from when you are registered as startup. Then funding support. So there are two schemes: Startup India Seed Fund Scheme, and there is Funds of Fund for Startup. So the first is Startup India Fund Scheme. So this is this is for smaller, when you just want to, when you want to just start, you have some ideas in mind, like you want to do POC, a proof of concept for your idea or for your innovation, or you want to develop a prototype, or you want to just enter the market and see how things are working. So there you can, on this particular website itself, so you can offer Startup India seed fund scheme. Then there is fund of funds startups. So government may not know they don't have the expertise what kind of business you are entering into. So they put money in the fund for startup. So there are venture capital funds in the market where government put money, and those are the expert, the venture capitalists, professional venture capitalists. They know, they are the expert in the particular sector, and help the fund come from that side. And this is the Atal Innovation Mission. This is these are the laboratories being established by government in tier 2, tier 3 town, in various colleges and schools, where they want people, the students, to start thinking innovatively. They don't just look out for jobs after finishing their study. Government want them to be innovative and start their using their brains and start their own business. Now I'll just talk about the MSME policy framework. So any organization, there are three kinds of enterprise we classify in India: micro, small and medium enterprise, depending on the turnover and other criteria government has. So there is a portal called Udayam, UDYAM. So it's 100% online process. All you have to do is you have to just put your Aadhaar number. Aadhaar number is India's national social security number, which everybody has in India. So it's a 100% online process. You just have to register your company without visiting any of us. You just have to upload your documentation. You will get your classification done, and this is also integrated with income tax and GST. So you will get an access to a lot of benefit of procurement. People, the GEM portal which I'll talk about, you will get preference in government procurement. Then I'll talk about the Z certification. So this is one of the other certification which government provide. When you get all these certification, you will have all these detail there on your Udayam portal, associate with your company. So what is Z? So it says zero defect, zero effect. Zero defect, that means that we want to compete with other countries like China and others. So we want our product to be with minimal defect, and zero effect to minimize the effect on the environment. So government supports. So what you can do is Z certified MSMEs can enhance their brand value and market reputation once they have this Z certification. All one has to do is they have to just go to this portal and apply for the Z certification. Somebody from government, a consultant or their authorized representative, come to your installation and see the processes and stuff, and accordingly they give bronze, silver and gold categorization when it comes to Z. And after this I'll talk about the lean and design clinic programs of Government of India. So what is lean and design clinic? There are two separate programs. Say they help you. So there are two portals to MSME, lean.msme.gov.in. There is one for design clinic program that I can share you maybe after this meeting. So what these two programs do is people can go there. They can opt for a consultant or a mentor, right? And this is partly funded. So majority of the fund government gives, and of course the company also has to give. And you just have to go to their website. There are list of people, list of professors, intellectuals, or businessmen, retirees. They can help you with your businesses. What can be done? This is the design clinic program. The design clinic program is, you don't know about the branding, you don't know about the packaging, what should be what is the competition going on. So the various institutes like National Institute of Design in India, you can apply to, you can just go to this portal and you can get connected to anybody from National Institute of Design. They can help you. Of course, this is also partly funded. Most of the majority of the fund the government will do. Then I'll talk about now the money, the credit support for MSMEs. So there are a lot of schemes like Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprise. This is one scheme where you can get collateral free 5 crore loan up to 5 crores. Then there is a Mudra scheme. There are 3 tiers. One is Shishu, then the Kishore and Tarun. So the Shishu is for up to 50,000. Somebody wants to have a small business, and Kishore for 50 up to 5 lakh rupees, and more than 5 to 10 lakh comes under the Tarun category. Then Stand Up India, they facilitate between 10 lakh to 1 crore, and there is special. This is specifically for SC, ST and women entrepreneurs. And then emergency credit line guarantee. Say if there are natural calamities or times of COVID, and the government gives additional working capital and term loan for revival of liquidity support during challenging economic conditions. So now there are a lot of India in the last 10 years. India has changed a lot. We have our own Aadhaar system, eKYC. You can just do know your customer from online. You can do online. Everybody back in country home just don't keep the money, just pay through UPI. DigiLocker is something wherein you can just keep your document and in the government server, or your Aadhaar, your driving license, your property paper, your qualification, everything is on DigiLocker. And all you need to, if somebody wants to check them, you can just give an access to that DigiLocker. And for example, if I want to apply for a credit card, so I don't have to submit anything, I just have to authenticate my DigiLocker with the online setup, and everything get authenticated easily. Then you must have heard about Amazon, Flipkart. So they have the monopoly people, the big e-commerce company in India. So now government has launched an initiative called Open Network for Digital Commerce, ONDC. So there are a lot of websites which are not familiar right now, but they are doing good. So what buyers and seller can come to this platform, and you can, with Amazon or Flipkart happens, whenever your product is on Amazon, only people with Amazon people who are seller on Amazon can sell their goods, or you won't find a good which is available on Flipkart on Amazon, or Amazon on Flipkart. So this ONDC network, so here you can have your product listed, and there are many websites who are on the ONDC platform who can buy a product from this platform. You don't have to rely on only 1 or 2. So there are 10, 15 good e-commerce websites which are registered there, where you can upload your product catalog, and things can be bought from this ONDC. So it's basically to break the platform monopoly which we currently see. It has got, of course, nationwide reach and equally visibility for MSME. It's very interoperable network. We work seamlessly across multiple buyer and seller. If there are multiple buyer seller applications, you just have to upload at one, and all other channel will get to see your products. Now I'll talk about GEM. GEM is government e-marketplace. So there is a website called gem.gov.in, wherein you can showcase your product, and all government procurement happens through this platform. Everything online, the bid, the transparency, whatever amount you have quoted in your financial, it will be encrypted. It will not even be visible to the buyer, to the government department or the ministry, and it will be very safe. And everything is online. You all have to do is scan your documents and upload. Now, with MSME and startup, in GEM you will see the government launch. I'll just give you an example of maybe a construction of a flyover on a national highway. So they floated a tender asking for, government wants to build a flyover on this particular highway, and people are welcome to bid for that. And they will give the evaluation criteria, let's say 50 crore turnover, 25 years of experience, all those stuff. So you will see, so there will be exemption for MSMEs, exemption for startups, right? There will be cases where you don't need to have a turnover criteria, right? Or maybe if they ask for 50 crore, maybe 2 crore, 3 crore for MSMEs. And even if you're startups, you will get an exemption. Since you're a startup, you don't have a 25 years of experience. You will get maybe 5 years or 10 years or so. I'm just giving an example of road. It could be any product. So now recently, the Ops Indoor, we have seen in India, government started to procure drones. So you don't find drone manufacturers. So those are all startups, young guys who are building like 25, 30 years old, making drones and then supplying it to the government. So it's a unified portal. MSA, all your Z certification, all your ODM certification, everything will be there on this portal to your connected to your profile. And of course, as I said, you will get preference. The MSMEs and startups get preference in the GEM portal. So I just also got to know, since I also keep on filling these tenders regularly for my company. So there is a collateral or some amount, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 50,000, of the 2% of the project value, one has to put in, or a DD has to be done, or check has to be, or payment has to be made to the buyer, to the government organization, that I want to bid for this project, and the government said, okay, you bid, but give me 2% of your EMD. So that is also exempted. So you don't have to put any money whenever you are applying for this. So why GEM favors MSME? So it's a mandatory. So 25% procurement of any government organization has to be from GEM, right? And of course, largest seller group. So MSME are the largest seller group on the GEM portal. Faster payment, as I said, government. So there is a rule, you can't hold payment of an MSME for more than 45 days. So and if they are not making payment for more than 45 days, they have to pay 3 times of interest of the existing banking bill. That's what the rule says. And of course, equal, clear and transparent. So there are, you will find there are banking institutions who are ready to pay your, for example, you supplied some good to a government organization, and the payment days is, let's say, 30 days. So one of the banking institutions, they will ask you on this portal that what I'll do is I'll pay you in 2 days or 3 days, but for a discount. If it's a 1 crore rupees was your invoice value, they say I'll pay you, let's say 99 lakhs, and within 2 days I'll make the payment to you. But of course, the buyer has to approve the invoice first. Once he's approved, the bank can pay you 99 lakh, and the bank will get the money in 45 days from the government organization. So that's one support which is also there. So special benefit to startups are on GEM portal. I'm talking for the GEM portal. So no turnover requirement, as I mentioned earlier. No prior experience required, right? Ability to run pilots. You can also run pilot for you can just say we are a startup and we are there on the GEM portal. We want to do a proof of concept. Even if they don't come up with any tender, you can just go there, meet them and tell them, okay, this is our idea, and then we can do a POC for you for, let's say, 3 months or 6 months, then you can then float a tender, and you can just have bid from other parties as well. So as I said, GEM integration and advantage, of course, ODM integration. Once you are registered on ODM portal, free of cost, your profile has the ODM certification, PAN, the income tax and GST auto verification will be there. Z certification will be also declared that you are gold category, or bronze category, or silver category. And TREDA system, this is what which I just told you, that connection with trade receiving discounting system, wherein you can get the payments in 48 hours or 72 hours after the invoice is approved by the buyer. Now I'll talk about the recent labor reforms last week which had happened in India. So a lot of labor laws, 29 old labor laws are merged into 4 laws only. So it's very, so everybody, all the laborers in country now will get an appointment letter. So earlier we used to get only for the white collar, so it's mandatory for a company to give a employment letter or offer letter to all class of categories of worker. And of course, it has enhanced safety standard and easier HR management for the. So now I'll just quickly wrap it up, and I'll tell you how engineers can use these opportunities. So you can start a DPIT's recognized startup, as I just said, and gain access to funding, tax relaxation, and simplified regulation, where you can just do a self declaration that yes, we are following all the laws and all the rules and regulation mandated by the government, and you get yourself registered under UDAM on MSME under UDAM, then list your product and services on GEM, and use government back credit, all the funding scheme which I just told you, and join incubator support, and of course explore exports and ONDC with the Z and Lead program. So now I just, so this is the moment where India stands with this unprecedented era where startups and MSMEs are releasing and GEM is creating monumental landscape and opportunity to all of us. So this is where I just want to wrap it up. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Sakthi, for your insightful and eye-opening presentation. Your deep experience across the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, railways, textiles and power brought exceptional clarity to the topic of immense relevance. The practical guidelines, policy purpose and opportunities you highlighted have truly broadened our understanding and will certainly inspire many among us to explore new avenues to growth and innovation. We sincerely appreciate the time and expertise you shared with us today. Thank you once again for enriching the seminar with your valuable knowledge. Thank you, sir. Now it's the time to facilitate our chief guest. May I invite Mr. Jayakumar, our ex-president, to felicitate Mr. Singh with the Ponada. May I invite Mr. Kannan, our ex-president, to facilitate with the garland. Our ex-president, and Mr. Raja, our current president 2025, along with our general secretary, Mr. Vale. May I invite Mr. Karthik from SATCO to deliver the diary. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Dear TEF members, as we are all here up for the next session,
this Ocean View Management, the owner of this hotel, Mr. Mohammed is here. We want to deliver a few words. Please, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you guys for coming our hotel. Nice to see you again in our hotel, Ocean View. Say welcome to you again. Tamil Nadu Engineering Forum. You know guys, India and Kuwait enjoy strong and flourishing friendly relation trusted time in the current based on strategy partnership across virus field. I will not say more than welcome to see you again. I know you guys come here and say mostly welcome in our hotel Ocean View. Thank you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your words. Dear TEF members, as we are all here for the next session, the TEF 2025 Annual General Body Meeting. We have a fantastic host. Thank you, sir. To host the 2025 annual general body meeting, I invite Mr. Suppu to continue on the stage.
Good evening. As we reach the conclusion of this technical valedictory session, we also mark the end of the technical events for the year 2025. A heartfelt thank you to all our speakers for their excellent insights and informative presentations. We will now move to the general body meeting of the Tamil Nadu Engineers Forum and are pleased to gather for this important occasion. To begin the proceedings, I would like to invite our President Engineer Raja to deliver the official welcome address. Please, sir.
Good evening all. As the agenda for the first agenda for this AGM is our overall technical proceedings, what we have done in this year. For that I am inviting our General Secretary, Mr. Vale.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time for us to look back at the technical activities carried out during the year 2025. I invite our General Secretary, Engineer Balan, to present the Tech Year in Review report.
எல்லோருக்கும் இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். Good evening everyone. As a General Secretary of TEF 2025, it's my privilege to present this year technical seminar report. Tamil Nadu Engineers Forum, TEF HOI, always has been a pillar of knowledge sharing, and this year we strengthen that mission with renowned focus, technical excellence and meaningful learning. We began this year the technical inaugural seminar, and today we proudly concluded with our technical valedictory event, completing a full circle of impactable session. Our vision this year was simple yet powerful: to deliver seminars that combine technical depth and practical relevance. Along with core engineering topics, we introduced session on health, finance, and personal well-being, making our seminars more holistic and more valuable to every member. This shift significantly increased the participation, strengthened the sponsor support, and created an engaging learning environment for professionals, students, and industry partners alike. Each seminar this year was an interactive, insightful, and aligned with global trends, helping our members stay updated, connected, and professionally empowered. With the strong audience and expert contribution, TEF once again proved itself to be a hub of engineering and continuous learning. Now, let us make a moment to highlight the key seminars conducted the year. The first technical seminar of the year, our technical inaugural event, was held on 8th January 2025 at Al-Azmi Hall, Radisson Blue Hotel, Salmiya. The event marked a powerful start to TEF Kuwait 2025 journey. Drawing over 350 participants, the seminar was designed to balance technical insight with personal growth, truly setting in a tone for the year. Ms. Kalpana Aravind, the former Associate Director at ISRO, took us on a fascinating journey through India Lunar Exploration Mission. She shared first-hand insight into the Chandrayaan engineering challenges and teamwork that made India space achievement possible. Next, we heard from Mr. K. Mohan, co-founder Ipope, who delivered an engineering talk on self-motivation and provisional development. He emphasized how persistence and adaptability are keys to the both professional success and personal growth. To round off this technical segment, Ms. Farah Elderby, Business Development Director at Eagle Berman, shared insights on advancement in pump seal technology, highlighting design improvements, operational efficiency and reliability, all highly relevant practicing engineering. This seminar exemplified the TEF evolved approach, combined technical depth, real-world relevance, and inspiration, setting a powerful tone for the year ahead. And seminar 2, on 25th February 2025, we hosted our second technical seminar at Millennium Hotel with over 250 participants. We began with Mr. Vijay Kumar Budhalni, Sales Tech Dembla Walls, who gave an insightful session on the walls and flow control, covering latest trends, performance optimization, and practical applications, essential knowledge for modern engineers. We added a unique dimension with Advocate A.S. Divya from Chennai High Court, who shared her expertise on legal awareness for NRIs. She provided guidance on rights, responsibilities, contracts, and dispute resolution, empowering our members with the practical knowledge beyond the technical realm. The seminar once again showcased the TEF approach, blending industry expertise with the real-world relevance, sparking engaging discussion and reinforcing our role as a hub for professional growth and knowledge exchange. And seminar 3. On 9th April 2025, TEF Kuwait conducted a third technical seminar at the Al-Azmi Grand Ballroom, Radisson Blue, Salmiya, welcoming over 300 participants. The event also served with the curtain raiser for our 16th TIES and 9th EAA awards. A brief blackout threatened to delay the proceeding, but thanks to our president, out-of-box thinking, we were able to get the program started time without missing a beat. It's really showed the true spirit of engineering, adaptability, quick thinking, and problem solving on the fly. The session began with Makaro, the product manager, who shared insight on the water and highlighting how digital instrumentation drives efficiency and sustainability in water management. Following this, Mr. Sheikh, Managing Director, spoke on the role of overpressure devices in the process optimization, emphasizing the safety, reliability, and performance in high-pressure industrial system. Adding a special touch, the seminar featured with 16th TIES and 9th EAA curtain raiser with the official release of Expo flyers. Distinguished guests, including Mr. Saleh Lajmi, Mr. Ahmad Ismail Dasti, and Shabal Shamari, graced the event, creating an excitement for 16th flagship conference. Despite the initial hiccup, the seminar concluded with lively discussion, technical insights, and enthusiastic engagement, reflecting TEF commitment to well-executed, high-impact events that inform, inspire, and energize our engineering community. And Seminar 4. And 23rd April 2025, we hosted our 4th technical seminar at Al Sabir Hotel, Fintas, with over 250 participants. Dr. Maran, Director of Minimal Access and GA Endosurgery, gave a powerful presentation on health habits for hectic world, offering a practical guidance for maintaining both physical and mental well-being. The next is Ayod Khan, Managing Director, SCUF Middle East, and Mr. Sankar Ganesh, a Product Manager at SCUF Specialty Walls India, explored customized wall solution and shared innovation that benefit process engineers and industry professionals. This seminar perfectly blended with health awareness with the cutting-edge engineering insights. Energizing attendees with the practical life skills and the latest in engineering knowledge. On 2022 July 2025, we hosted our 5th technical seminar, Hotel Park in Mehboola, with over 200 participants. The Michael Hette, CEO, Sensen, spoke on the how acoustic emission and AI can reduce the seat leakage in walls. Insights to improve the reliability and performance in industrial system. We also heard from Mrs. Lalita Tamarai Pandi, Managing Director, Panayamaram FinTech, who delivered an engaging session on smart strategy of mutual funds investment in turbulent times, emphasizing the financial literacy. Mr. Akshay Anand, the Goviram Krishnaraj from Kenatral, Middle East, concluded the session with presentation on precision actuation, highlighting innovation that ensure wall reliability and operational excellence. On 10th September 2025, we hosted our 6th technical seminar, Hotel Park in Mehboola, with 300 participants. Mr. Anushal Tyagi, Regional Sales Manager, Hydro, begin with the session on the overcoming hand injuries in the oil and gas industries, offering innovative solution for the workplace safely. Mr. Jayaraj Nair from Kuwait Engineering and Metal Machining discussed the Metlock cold repair solution, showcasing the real-world application that impact industrial operations. Finally, we were inspired by Mr. Avadayappan, a public speaker who shared stories of leadership excellence in his session, Pride of Tamil Nadu. The seminar was perfect blend of safety, innovation, and inspiration, offering attendees a holistic learning experience. Seminar 7. On today, we concluded our seminar series with the technical validity seminar at Hotel Ocean View, Mehboola, making end of incredible years. The seminar featured insightful session from industry leaders, Mr. Varghese Uddhav and Mr. Mohammad Abulas. The special presentation, Mr. Sakti Singh, former consultant at the Ministry of Commerce Industry, focused on the opportunities and facilities provided by the central government to promote the startups and MSMEs. The closing seminar encapsulated our focus on both technical excellence and entrepreneurship. The TIES, the 16th TIES and 9th EAA held on 9th October, Crown Plaza, was a shining example of vision, innovation, and technical brilliance. This year, the theme, the rise of green engineering, advancing sustainability through technology, reminded us that future engineering lies in sustainable innovation. With our 1,000 attendees, 75 exhibition stalls and 36 technical papers, the event became a vibrant platform for knowledge sharing and professional growth. We were honored by the chief guest from oil and gas sector, Mr. Hamza Abdullah Bakash, Chairman of KNBC, and Mr. Hamad Al-Zohair, DCO of KOC, along with Azima Okoroba, Dangot Cement, Nigeria, whose insight and sustainable enriched us all. The Engineering Excellence Award recognized outstanding contribution across 15 categories celebrating innovation, teamwork, and leadership. For the first time, over 250 TEF members turned out. Thanks to inspiring video message from our President Mr. Raja, who energized everyone and brought exceptional enthusiasm to the event. Now, here is a truly memorable moment. Due to last minute venue, the challenge we gained the access to the ballroom only 11 p.m. the night before. In just 6 hours, our team set up 75 stalls, main hall AV system ready for the world-class conference. This is the photo. 6 hours This is what. This remarkable achievement was driven by our president, Mr. Raja, alongside Mr. Raj Narayanan and Justin Ando Prasanna. The leadership, dedication, and teamwork turned out almost impossible solution to a spectacular success. Please give the big round of applause for the people. The 16th ties and 9th EAA was more than an event. It was a statement of TEF vision, setting new benchmark for engineering excellence in Kuwait and beyond. Together, we are showing how green engineering and sustainable technologies are shaping the future, proving that innovation and sustainability can go hand in hand. The podcast. This is not the end, but the beginning of the new chapter in TEF history. The launch of TEF podcast. We are proud to have released over 16 episodes under the banner of Tamil Nadu Engineers Tech Talk. These podcasts leverage in-house expertise presented exclusively by 20-25 members, covering topics from core process design and finance to the leadership and innovation. They are the true testament to the depth of knowledge within our community. The impact has been remarkable. Our episodes have crossed 1,000 views, showing that our knowledge reaches far beyond our immediate network. Behind the scene, recording, editing, and production were well done in our house by our dedicated TEF 2025 committee. Let's give a big round of applause to Mr. Kabil, who has a talent and dedication made this initiative a success. We also recognize Mr. Kalayarasan, who generously offered his office space for podcast production over the past year. This selfless support deserves a special round of applause, please, once again. Thank you. We are incredibly proud that our own members, many holding a leadership position across the Kuwait, have shared their expertise to inspire the next generation. The committee warmly invites all the members to continue contributing. The podcast is always open. Together, let's keep the fame of learning alive. The TEF app. The TEF 2025 committee proudly launched TEF app, the first TEF 26th year history. This app significantly simplified the registration process, allowing our members to register seamlessly, avoid long queues, at entry and food areas, and most importantly, stay connected. It is also ensure that all the members could access the event schedules, receive the timely updates, and the benefit from the important resources and announcement all in your own place. By streamlining communication and providing easy access to all key information that have enhanced the overall experience for every participant and set a new benchmark in event management for TEF. As we come to the close of the year, the technical seminar series, I can confidently say that TEF Kuwait has truly raised the bar. Across the 7 meticulously conducted seminars hosted in a premium venues, we brought together industry experts, thought leaders, and inspiring speakers. Together, we covered the topics spanned cutting-edge engineering, industrial innovation, medical awareness, and financial literacy. Every session was crafted with the quality over quality in mind, from selecting the speakers and topics to ensuring flawless execution, seamless logistics, and engaging the experience for our 200 to 300 strong audience at each seminar. The result was not knowledge sharing, but meaningful, memorable, and transformative learning that enriched our technical acumen and broadened our perspectives. This deliberate focus on relevance, impact, and quality, rather than sheer number of, reflects a TEF philosophy of delivering learning experience that leave a lasting impression. This series stands a proud testament to the dedication, vision, hard work of committee, setting a benchmark for all future initiatives. Please, let's give a massive round of applause to the entire TEF 2025 committee. Your commitment, teamwork, and dedication have truly made this year technical seminar series one of the best TEF has ever seen. I am requesting all the committee members to be on the stage. Please. Dear audience, once again I am requesting, please give a big round of applause to this whole team. They done an amazing job. Commitment, teamwork, and dedication have truly made this year technical seminar series one of the best TEF has ever seen. The excellence in execution and the hard work you put throughout the year is nothing short of inspiring. Thank you all. Your incredible contribution, your passion, and drive have given me strength as a General Secretary to lead with confidence. We are truly grateful for each and every one of you. Here is to be the amazing success we have achieved together, and as we look forward, we also want to hear from you. We have opened a year-end survey for the technical seminars in our app. We encourage all the members to participate and provide your valuable feedback. Finally, the TEF 2025 team, we warmly invite each one of you to our members with your family to join us our final celebration of the year, the Harmonic Music Gala on December 12. We are delighted to announce that the special evening will feature the renowned singer K.S. Chitra. It promises to be a beautiful occasion for all of us to relax, enjoy and celebrate and cherish the wonderful journey we have shared together throughout the year. Thank you all. Once again, let's continue to learn, inspire, uplift one another and keep the TEP spirit shining forever. Thank you. Nandri.
Thank you, Engineer Bala. As we proceed with the AGM, I now call upon the Executive Committee members of the TEF 2025 team to kindly join us on the dais. Executive Committee members, please join us on the dais.
Excuse me, please, all of you come inside, please. There is food is not going to be open. We are going to have an AGM. Please, all of you come inside. Let us finish the AGM and then let us go. Please.